name's Amanda, and I'm a grateful believer. I shared mine. It says, on September 21st, 2016 was the day my life started to change. I had been in a life of destruction. The devil had a hold of me through my addiction to drugs. I had been fighting for over 10 years. A prison inside myself I felt I would never be able to get out of. Yes, I knew about God. I'd been to church many times as a child and some as an adult. But did I really know God? It was Easter of 2016 when I got a text from my kids telling me they never wanted to see me again until I finally got sober and changed my life. My parents were no longer talking to me. I felt my sister hated me. I had hurt everyone that ever loved me, and I lost everyone and everything in my life. I didn't even know how to be a mother anymore. But most of all, I lost myself. I cried out to God that Easter day, begging and pleading with him to take this addiction away, even if it meant taking my life. Boy, I didn't realize how powerful God is and how he listens to our cries and how much my life was about to change. I lived in a life of hell for a few more months. I gave up everything, wanting and waiting to die, because that's how I felt I was going to stop hurting everyone around me, including myself. But on September 21st, 2016, God had other plans for me. I got arrested, facing 45 years in prison. I was taken to a Marshall County jail to detox. I was all alone there, empty inside, so sick. Thought I was going to die. My family wouldn't even accept my calls. I felt for sure this was the end. All I wanted to do was to go home and take the pain away, numb myself and remove all these thoughts out of my head. That's the only way I knew how to deal with everything. I remember people saying, if you pray, God will answer. So hoping God would help me get out of the mess I made, I started praying to go home. I can smile about this today knowing, because I was trying to bluff God, which doesn't work. He knows what we need, not what we want. My court date was coming up, so they transported me back to Wayne County to wait for it. That's when God put someone very special in my life, Kim. She would come every week to meet with us ladies in jail. She would talk to us, do lessons out of the Bible with us, but most importantly, she would explain how important it was to have a relationship with the Lord. She brought me a Bible and this little pink daily devotion book. The little pink book helped me get into the reading of the Bible, and I would read every day and started talking to God more and more from my heart this time. I asked God for forgiveness and asked him into my heart October 10th of 2016. Things started to look different. I started to feel different. I wonder why. I was no longer worried about getting out. I had this peace within me that's unexplainable. My court date rolled around. My lawyer told me I had to take a 10-year prison sentence with no other option, and that they were going to give me a couple weeks before sentencing. I just remember thinking to myself, I'm really going to prison. And I felt okay. I was going to be all right. Even though I was going to be locked behind bars, I was going to make it. I had God on my side, and I knew that. Something I never understood before. I don't have to be alone in this battle anymore. God's plans, not mine. I had no idea what all God had planned for me, and still really don't, but I'm okay. My parents brought my kids to see me, which was only on a TV screen. It was very hard to tell them that their mommy wasn't getting out, and that I was going to prison. Watching the tears run down their cheeks, and not being able to comfort them crushed me, knowing this life I chose to the drugs is taking me away again. I told my dad about it, and he said, Amanda, don't wait. Go get your new life started. Kim would come every week, and God would talk through her to calm me, letting me know everything was going to be okay. This is his plan for me, and it was just the beginning. I remember thinking to myself every time seeing Kim, I want what she has, always smiling at peace, full of joy and hope. I couldn't remember the last time I could even smile and really mean it. I got a hold of my lawyer and told him, let's just get sentencing over with. I remember walking into that big courtroom. My whole family was there. They all sat behind me with the judge sentenced me to 10 years in prison. I couldn't see my family's face, but I could hear them all crying. Mostly I could hear my 3 children. I had caused them so much pain in their lives, so much worry. God was right beside me telling me, it's all going to be all right. The judge told me to go and get better and find myself. I gave my family hugs and told them everything was going to be all right. I was going to get better. On the ride back to jail, I started to think, am I really going to be better? Am I going to be okay? I've tried so many times before and failed. This time's different. I'm not alone. I've got God to help me. When you get to prison, they cut your sentence in half, and I had an 18-month mandatory. I have to say there's nothing in prison to help the ladies get better. There's nothing. The only thing that helped me was before I went, God sent this amazing woman to show me how important a relationship with Kim is. And that which God, and with God, anything is possible. My time in prison was time that I got to grow in the Word. I grew this amazing friendship with God. It was just God and me the whole time. I read my Bible daily and prayed about everything. Things inside of my life changed. How I felt, how I think, how I see things now. God brought my family back to me, even closer now than even before. I get to tell them about God and what He has done and what He's doing in my life. God knew just what I needed when I needed it. I'll be sober 4 years in September, only with the grace of God and His mercy. And I thank Him daily for sending me to prison to get out of prison.
Thank you, Jesus.